So show us around a little bit. You have an incredible collection, very eclectic.
Thank you.
And some rare stuff here.
Well, what it is 50 years of enthusiasm, really. I mean, it was never designed to be a collection, but it was buying one car at a time over 50 years, and this is what you end up with if you don't sell or you don't get divorced. Keep it simple, you know. So
one car per year.
That's probably what it amounts to.
Yeah.
I keep probably half the cars here and a bunch at the Peterson, which is my home away from home. And then some at home, and we drive them. Every single car runs. Absolutely. We rally, and we just did 1,000 miles with this 1929 Bentley 4.5 liter in the Upper Peninsula of Michigan, which was great.
So you run this pretty hard then?
Well, you know, it goes 70, 80 miles an hour.
Really?
Oh yeah. Now we put an overdrive in it.
Okay.
But it has no trouble, you know, holding its own at those speeds. You know, Bentley won Le Mans numerous times. They won them in the 20s with cars like this. This is a 4.5 liter. They won it with a 3 and a 4.5 and a 6. And the blower is what everybody thinks of, but the blower never really did much at Le Mans. It was kind of the rabbit. It went out real quick and died.
Yeah.
Anyway, so that every car in here we drive.
Before we get back to this interview, I want to say that this episode is brought to you by Connected by Reynolds & Reynolds. If you want to hear great conversations and Greg Ulan going deep with guests on everything from used car acquisitions to finding your niche and selling to it, I recommend adding Connected to your podcast rotation. Now let's get back to my interview.
The Cobra behind us.
Which is probably one of the most rare vehicles you have here,
You know
right?
what? It's my favorite car.
It's your favorite?
Yeah. This car we did a rally from Budapest to Prague in. So we've done the Colorado Grand in it. It's a driver, and it's truly one of my most favorite cars to drive. First of all, I know Alex likes supercars and hypercars, but I'm too old. I can't. I mean, the notion of controlling a car with 1,000 horsepower, you don't get that in the zone of like you're hauling ass till you really are.
Right.
And then you're in a very dangerous zone. This car here, at 60 miles an hour, you think you're doing 160. So it makes good noise. It's my generation. It's what I grew up with, Cobras. And I'm very comfortable driving it. And as I say, 0 to 60 is probably 4 seconds. A Tesla's much quicker.
This is the original ludicrous.
This
mode.
is the original ludicrous. So I'm 80 years old, 81 this year. So this was my dream car. This was my supercar.
Yeah.
And the one next to it. So if there was a theme that ran through this garage, it's Le Mans.
Yeah, clearly.
And we have 5 winners. And with Le Mans, it's like the Super Bowl, World Cup of Motorsport. You know, there's nothing more important. This is a Ferrari 61 250 SWB. They call it a Comp 61. And it's the penultimate GTO because the model that came after this was the GTO. This car and the GTO were designed by Giotto Bizzarini,
Okay.
who is one of the most unheralded, unsung heroes of motorsport.